It's a privilege to be joined today on the Summit by Shawn Humberger, who is the head baseball coach for the College of Idaho Yotes, who has just hit a milestone. Under the milestone, Coach, as I've been studying what you have done there in your time at the helm, milestone after milestone show up on my internet search, and this time we've hit number 700. Congratulations on that, Coach. Tell us a little bit about hitting another one.
I mean, it's to be honest with you, it's not something I didn't even know. I couldn't have told you within 200 wins, how many we've had since I've been here. So it's not something that I look at. But if I reflect on it, I mean, for me, I've been very fortunate to be able to do something that I love to do for a living, for a long time. And I always say most people have to go to work, and I get to go to the baseball field every day. So I've been very fortunate. That's kind of the biggest reflection. And then the number of great young men I've been able to work with over the years is something that I'm truly blessed.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, that's a great perspective, and I appreciate that. The win itself, number 700, came in a victory over Corban. You swept a doubleheader that day. You come away with a 6-3 victory and able to get a series victory over Corban as well, 3-1. Talk about the win to get number 700.
Well, I mean, we started the year off really swinging the bat well and up and down the lineup, and we've just, I mean, we've hit a cold spell, so we've struggled to score runs. So it was the game before we played really well. We threw a shutout, and it was a game that we actually came back and won. They scored a couple in the first inning, and the way our offense has been lately, when we get behind, it's been a challenge to get back in the game. So, it was one that was enjoyable just because we came from behind and took the lead over, and then our bullpen threw really well. The last 4 1/3 innings, I think they covered.
You were talking about maybe some struggles along the way. The season has had its ups and downs in 2025. Real strong start. When March rolled around, actually March 1st, a 9-game slide from that point. Seems like you may have righted the ship just a little bit. Talk a little bit about that and what this season's been like.
Yeah, it's been that's really been the ups and downs of it. Is we scored a lot of runs early. 4-game series, 4 9-inning games in college baseball has its challenges pitching wise. And for the most part, 3 of those 4, we were usually getting good starts, trying to navigate our bullpen. But, it was pretty smooth sailing early because we were putting up 10 runs a game. And here lately, we've been putting up 2 to 4 runs a game. So that even puts more pressure on that pitching because they just feel like if they don't go out and throw a shutout that we're out of the game. So it kind of has a snowball effect on everything when you're not doing one side of the ball.
I understand. We're visiting now with Coach Shawn Humberger from the College of Idaho here on the Summit, and I appreciate you visiting the channel, Midwest Sports Net. We enjoy talking about small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond. Coach, you took the helm in 2001, which means pretty much the entirety of the 21st century you have been at the helm there in Caldwell. Have you seen, and if you have, talk about the growth of the program during that time. I'm sure there have been changes over the course of that stretch, but I think it's a testament to the longevity in being there. And as you said, it's a privilege to get to do that every day.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the growth of the program, I took over a program we had been as an assistant coach. I mean, I came to the program the second year it was reinstated in the late 80s and was an assistant coach, I believe, for 12 years. And, we had grown the program in that time. Coach Tim Mooney, who later went to Washington State, had grown the program to where we went to 3 World Series in a 4-year span. And then, I took over, and there's a lot of changes. Obviously, 9/11 happened shortly after I took over, and the economy hit struggles, and small private schools struggles, and we had quite a few scholarship cuts. And so it's been more of trying to sustain a competitive program, through those cuts. Those have been the biggest challenges, and that's So I'm not sure that we've grown it, but we have, even through all those cuts, have been able to go to a couple of World Series in that span, and quite a few national tournaments. So we've sustained some sort of success.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate that, Coach. The program itself, though, in the last in the 2020s, as a matter of fact, 30-win seasons in 2 of the last 3 years. And from looking at this year, it looks like this team has the potential to get back to that mark as well. Tell us a little bit about that team, and what will it take to get back to that 30-win season again this year?
Well, we've got tough matchups. I believe we've got 4 weekends left in league. We've got tough matchups the next couple of weeks. Going to British Columbia, this weekend, which has its challenges in itself just with the travel. And then add on that UBC's got a really good program and a really strong team. They swept us down here earlier in the season, and then the following weekend we go to Lewis and Clark State College. So that was supposed to be a weekend that we were at home, but they had snow early on, so we had to switch the series. So it's going to put us on the road 3 weekends in a row, which is a challenge in and of itself. And then playing UBC and LC State on back-to-back weekends, very good program. So we're going to have to pitch well, keep us in games, and then find a way to start scrapping some more runs.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, success to you and to the program for the remainder of this season as you continue on with that cascade schedule, and as you talked about, a challenging schedule. Coach Shawn Humberger, having won 700 games at the helm, congratulations, sir, for that, and thank you for taking time with us today here on the Summit.